Welcome back to Remnant in our hardcore playthrough. My nose is really itchy right now. I'm not doing this jump, but we're gonna try and get Enigma. Yeah, we've got a lot of a status kind of thing happening here, so it really felt like I have the Sparkfire in the main hand, right, long gun, and so I wanted another gun that just did baseline elemental stuff, status effects. Enigma's the one because it's either that, Nebula, which I may or may not be able to get, and the Hellfire, which I'm not going to be able to get until way later. Here we go. Oh, there's a little close. Oh, we did it though. Alright, so here we are. Oh, I have Caltrops on. Caltrops is not going to help me here. We might just shield up just as a precaution. Yeah, like that. Owie. Shield. 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 Thank you. Get it reloaded. I can burn this dude down. We get lots of stacks. I thought I was going to get lots of stacks on my thing, but I guess not. Because we've got that black spindle on. So every time we're putting these status effects on, it's giving us health regen. Now I think... maybe not. Maybe the slow doesn't actually count for that. Can't tell. But we did. Got a little weird there where I couldn't pull out the shield in time, but... you know, overall, we are fairly strong, really. So now, we can move on to our next world. Not entirely sure what it's going to be, but we'll find out. So I'm obviously hoping to get Tallrotha, because we could get Nebula then. If we do get Yesha, I'm hoping it's not the Ravager. I just don't really feel like doing the Ravager again. But at the same time, since we're doing a bit with these status effects and stuff, it would actually be good, because then we could get the Merciless again with all its bleeding and stuff, or even the Ravager's pendant or amulet, whatever. That's Ravager again. Okay. I swear, though, if I get the freaking Imperial Gardens again, and like a bunch of these other ones that I've been getting, I don't know. I mean, I'll do it. It'll probably be easier this time, since it's not, you know, my first world. It's still going to be a little irritating. But I have to say, though, it kind of like what we've got going on is like the big reason that I like hardcore so much, right? Even though it is super frustrating, right? This is like my third or fourth character when I really should have beaten the whole run on my first guy. But, you know, I made a mistake, and mistakes are pretty fatal in hardcore. But what I like about it is that you end up getting this like evolving build. You know, it's making a new character again, and especially once you're like familiar with the game and all the like various items and some combos you could do, you know, because like this is not what I was doing at first, right? Like I had a completely different setup. You know, I was just playing with baseline stuff, and I was like, well, I guess this is what I've got. But now we're really able to, like, you know, as we get more, kind of pick and choose and say like, all right, so this is what I have. This is what I could work with. This is what I can do. So now, you know, we've got Energized Neck Coil with the Timekeeper's Jewel, which is just a great combo, and more status effect stuff with Black Spindle, giving us that regen, you know, and also kind of with the Face Shaman Ring. Well, like these two are just kind of like extra right now. But this right here is enough with like the Sparkfire shotgun or something else to, you know, baseline have a functioning build to carry us through. And then the other things that we have are just your extra utility or whatever random things you've got going on. And it's just so, it's so nice and satisfying to just like start making some setup and then watch it like evolve as you play. In Caltrops, it's just a lot of fun. Hey, look at that. Level 7. I'm going to try and push all the way to level 10 on the medic first before I actually end up getting taking my secondary archetype this time. I've also been putting a lot of my scrap into the experience elixirs because I want to hit that level 10 as fast as possible. I want to level up my archetypes this time and be smart about it. And on top of that, oh, I got this event, meh. On top of that, I have also, I can't believe I forgot what I was going to say. Right, and on top of that, I have been upgrading some of my my mutators because I wasn't being very good about doing that before. So now, since I picked up the Twisting Wounds one, I have been upgrading that because I would like to get a baseline bleed effect going on. And part of that was because I had the Shade Bloom Crystal Amulet, whatever it's called, where it alternates between physical and elemental damage. So I was thinking I would do a little thing with that and a Sparkfire shotgun so that I could be getting, 35% more damage whenever it's doing that elemental damage. And then when I apply the bleeding through twisting wounds and caltrops, then, I'm bumping up that bleeding damage by 35%. So, I could get sort of the best out of both worlds in a way. It's not nearly like super efficient per se because, it's instant alternating damage source. So if you're not like alternating with it, you're basically missing out on some chunk of damage. The energized neck coil is just top tier as far as like amulets go anyways. Just being able to get that flat, was it 20%? Yeah, 20% to the status effect damage and then 20% immediate damage out of it is really good. And Dyer's End. All right. We can get... Oh, this is actually super good for us. All right, if we can get the Krellax. All right, so last time I went through here, I was a challenger. And the important thing about that is, in the final section, there are dart traps if you mess up, like the pathing. Or rolls, right? I got hit by darts, immediate down. Luckily, I had the Die Hard perk, which meant that I just got right back up. And then I was able to kind of keep going and just continue to be safe and try not to mess up again, right? I don't have that luxury in this one. I've got just my health bar. And so if I make one mistake and I'm trying to get the Krellax, then I'm going to go down. And that's going to be really unfortunate. Oh, it's a moon event. I've only done this like once before. I mean, I remember what to do, kind of, but I don't remember the secrets exactly. I know there's some stuff when you like go down. I just, again, don't really remember. Oh, Mark of the Destroyer. Oh, is that the dodge one? Ooh, I might actually put that on, honestly. I mean, I kind of like that. I wish it was the electric one just because we have the statuses going on. But I tell you, man, I mean, one of those rings, like whether it's a feedback loop or that Mark of the Destroyer, on like your higher difficulties, one of them on their own is not necessarily like going to, what's the word? Like, are you guys going to come up and get me or what? One of those rings on their own are not going to necessarily like win the fight for you. Right? Like, you're not gonna just, like, do it and be done. But on these lower difficulties, a lot of the, like, little enemies, like, just dodging them once is enough to, like, win a fight. Hey, there it is. Moonstone. There's still something else, though, I feel like, right? Oh, this is awful. Let's just shield now because of things like that. I mean, getting absolutely swarmed while underground like this. Drop another one of these because we can. Owie, get out, please. Fuck out of here. Die. I'm going to pretty much roll. Like, I'm pretty sure these first few rooms... Oh, there he is already. Okay. Well, he's got minions. I think he pretty much always has minions, doesn't he? That Caltrop will make some quick work out of him, though. And we can just kind of unload like this. We'll use a shield just in case. Back up again. Drop another Caltrop. Oops. Drop another Caltrop. Thank you. And we'll just go like this. We'll kind of melee him down, burn him a little bit. Stay away from that. Lightning. Enigma, so good. Oh no, another Caltrop. And I think we're pretty much set there. Vampire Blade. Oh, that could be pretty nice for us. No, but I'm pretty sure, right? I think for most of these up the path, it's like there's not any darts, but I'm gonna pretty much roll each time. All right, and then it's left, right? But I think when we leave,
damn it,
if I remember right, the Krell axe room is trapped. Because, like, you see it in there and you're like, oh, an axe or an item, right? And then you run in there and you get freaking murked. Okay, that's right. And then I mean, it has to just be down this way, right? Let me look at the map, right? Because it's like up, left, right. And then you go that way a few, and then down. Let's drop our caltrops. Yeah. There it is. Okay. So again, I'm pretty sure there's darts. You know what? I'm gonna shield. Whoa. All right. Pick it up. Okay. Ah. All right. Now I don't really remember how to get out of here. Is it like this way and then left, right? Like I go down and then that way? Oh, that's looping me back up to the beginning. Oh, so I gotta loop way around. Okay. My hands are sweaty, dude. It's stressing me out. All right, these rooms were okay. Who? Where? What? Where? That's not what I need. I don't need a random elite prowling the space with me. Okay, so that was the X, right? Now I need to go this way, which should be safe. I don't trust it though. Okay. And then we have to go this way. I think, like... So if you're gonna do this, alright, this should be fine. If you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do it on hardcore, and you're actually concerned about whether or not you're gonna make it and getting all the items, just pull up a map. Just pull up a map, dude. There's no reason to not know exactly what you're doing, right? Like, you should just have a map. Oh, I missed the, with a heart. I mean, oh, it is there. Okay. I couldn't remember. I thought it might have been in that other chamber right there. Okay. All right, there's the enemies. We're done here. I'm in combat. Of course I am. I just realized I was not paying attention to the power levels in this place. I'm still in combat, really. They are power level 8. I am 4, which means I need to do some upgrades right now. I don't want to go in there, because if I go in there, then I'm going to have to go through the whole thing again, but I can't rest. Oh, there it goes. Thank you. We got to go upgrade our stuff so we can actually succeed. Oh, Twisted Chantry. I forgot it could be this one. In my head, I was like, all right, is it going to be Keula's Rest, or is it going to be Earthen Coliseum? Twisted Chantry. Okay. I mean, that's cool, too. The bad thing with this mod, this is a really good mod, right? Bad thing is it doesn't count for a lot of those, like, negative status effect things, like Ahanai Crystal, which ideally we'll pick up when we finish Yesha. I mean, I could totally pick it up now because I have beaten it in the past, but I feel like for this, I'm kind of going through some mindset of like, I can't get that hardcore item until I complete the world with that character. But unfortunately, it doesn't trigger that one. It needs to be, like bleed, shock, corrosive, etc. But it is a really strong effect. With our lineup here, I would really only be able to use it with a Sparkfire shotgun, and I mean, that would be fine, really. Nothing wrong with that. It would give it some like pseudo range too, right? Because the shotgun with a spread right now, a little difficult to actually hit things from a good distance. We can clip them and that'll trigger the status effects, and that'll obviously be doing plenty of work for us. But we're not going to be doing a lot of like consistent like impact damage. Where with that the madness thing, we could just sit there, aim down sights, and let it like go to work for us. Actually, the power level here is 7. We are 6 right now, so that's good. Cool thing, man. I tell you, man. Caltrops is one of my favorite mods, dude. I mean, it is obviously situational because it's a ground-based effect. And so, in the wrong situation, it's not going to do a thing, right? But, like, its ability to do that, to just completely lock down in the, like, avenue of, like, approach, and then just completely wipe trash guys is so amazing. And the fact that it has 2 charges, previously it just did that like just flat damage, which wasn't very high, and I didn't mind it so much, right? Like, I did like it. I used it before on like a just randomly, but also on like a guts build I messed around with, and it was a ton of fun. But now, like, this bleed it does is like, it's so good. It's so much bleed damage, and it really allows it to work with so many like different types of builds, right? Let that bleed trigger, because that bleed is doing a lot of burst damage because it lasts for so long, does so much damage. It does a lot with the energized neck coil. But the overall change to caltrops has been amazing. I think it's fantastic. Fantastic mod. You're an elite. Something. Might be an aberrant guy. Oh no, it's just an elite. Got absolutely wrecked. Oh, man. Poor guy. Didn't stand a chance. I haven't even been using the freaking Krell axe, and I took some risks getting that thing. Oh, hi. Let's see if I can... Oh, too high. Okay. Watch our sides. Yeah, see? And then, you know what we do? We just drop that right over there, and then any... Oh, hello. Any enemies that try and come through to get us. Oh no, they gotta go through caltrops. Slows them down, does a bunch of bleed. I see our item over there. We're gonna want that. Now where's that elite at? Let's drop that right there. Boom. And now we're good. Freaking Enigma, there it goes. That's why Enigma is still absolute king among freaking handguns, dude. Oh, vestige of power. Probably not gonna use that though. Now anytime you go through the chantry, right? If you start here, right, and the boss is always over here, so it's always going to kind of loop, so you know this is where the boss direction is. So you want to go over to these side sections if you're looking for, you know, whatever your like injectable like side thing is, side piece. Why don't I remember this looking spot? It's super cool. I don't remember it. There's a drop down right there. What is this spot? I don't remember it. I guess it had to have come with the DLC, but I just don't remember what it is. I hope I didn't just doom myself to a horrible trap death. Oh, I do kind of remember the spot now. Shit. I gotta use the bathroom too, dude. Oh, no. Isn't there like... there's like an illusory wall and stuff too. Because you stand on this, right? That's gonna drop a different section. I don't remember where. Way over there. Oh, that... Hey, I saw you. I know you're alive. There's an aberrant guy in here too, right? Oh, Jesus. Oh, wait, what? How did that one come down? Oh, what's that over here? Okay, so this drops that one. That one in the corner drops it way up there. I know one of these is an illusion. One of them is. Nope. Or am I thinking of a different dungeon? Because there's a couple dungeons now that have these, like... things, right? Okay, that had the illusion. Okay. Ring of Spirits. I've been wanting to do a build thing with that. I'm gonna be honest though, I was not super impressed with it because it gives you more mod power generation for having different consumables active. It goes up to like 15%. So it's kind of like a Ring of Spirit or a Spirit Stone, right? Which gives you 10% mod power generation, but it just doesn't, I don't know. I mean, it does not on its own a build make. You kind of just add it in with like some kind of concoction shenanigans. But even then, like, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. I'll mess around with it again, maybe. All right, we're out of there. I'm not messing with it anymore. I'm probably missing something really nice, but I'm just going to move on.
Okay, this is it.
Look how much damage that did, dude. Yeah, the energized neck coil with the freaking caltrops right now is brutal, especially like because we have that timekeeper's jewel on, which is making it last longer. So we get that, you know, 20% over a 20-second thing turns into quite a bit. Now, if we end up taking points into the ritualist, you know, we can make those so status effects last for a really long time, and we could probably get some big burst numbers. I think I'd have to mess around with that. I feel like I remember the combination of the ritualist with timekeeper's jewel ended up getting a little like jank for some reason, but we need to use the head. All right, so I went ahead, I swapped out caltrops because it's not really going to help me against a boss. It would be good for the little ads that get spawned in, but I'm going to rely on Enigma for that. Instead, I put corrosive rounds on the shotgun so that we've got the burning and corrosive effect going to try and do is, you know, a lot of damage to the boss and just kind of end the fight quickly if we can, right? Just go ahead and get rid of them. Switch it over. Hot shot, or not hot shot, but corrosive rounds. He's a regenerator. Well, unfortunately for him, we've got a lot of you know, status effects going on. There we go. Yeah, should be pretty solid. We can see some solid damage going on here. So just keep it cool, and we're not going to have any issues. Corrosive rounds is going to end here very soon, but that's okay. Maybe I can stick them with a couple of these shock spots, and that'll be nice extra damage there. Yes. Yep. Good damage. Here we go. Simple enough. Simple as. Also, I've been putting points into amplitude. That's for a couple reasons. You know, the energized neck coil, get a slightly larger explosion radius. With caltrops, it should help it out as well, I believe, right? Does it say 7.2 meters? Yep, that's a different number. And then if for whatever reason I decide to run Ritualist as my primary, it'll help with the spread on there. If I ever switch my skill back to Healing Puddle on the Medic, you know, that'll be better. You know, it just covers a bit of things that I think I'll really like. The problem with it is going to be that it'll limit me on some of my choices. Like if I have anything that's actually an explosive that could damage me, I'm not really going to be able to use it because I don't have points in kinship. Ooh, the Expanding Glade. As long as I don't fall off anywhere. The boss should be pretty okay, I think. Dude, it's the deer one again. I'm constantly getting this event, it feels like non-stop. But I mean, we'll totally do it. Too bad I don't have the dough amulet, you know? Or that, you know, I don't have any form of exposed right now. Fragrant Thorn would be kind of interesting. Alright, here we go. Elemental Resist and Vortex, huh? I'm gonna watch out for the charge, too. Or that, you know. Let's just shield now, just to be safe. Owie. Get away from you, please. Let's drop another one of these because we can. I didn't mean to use my relic, but that's fine. Let some of the damage over time effects work for us while we try to play safe a little bit, right? Owie. Ooh. 1,000 cuts. Alrighty. Boss time. I'm gonna have to do some stuff with my armor here at some point because, like, this one's not, like, awful, right? But, I would like to have some more actual damage reduction while still being kind of medium roll. I could just lean heavy, but I find that the recovery and stuff is just way more helpful than just having straight damage reduction. Unless you, like, lean into it really hard or something, you know? Like, I don't know, there's merits for either side. But we'll definitely have to kind of change out some of our armor here at some point, I think. Or not. I mean, we're kind of fine as is. Let's hit him with lightning rods, because that'll be some nice constant damage, right? I gotta focus pretty hard on some of those dodges right there, because he does a lot of melee damage. Like, if you are not careful, you can get one shot. I don't know that I would necessarily be one shot here, but if he managed to hit me twice in a row, I would definitely be done. Is that it? Oh, I missed one. Okay. Alright, now we win. Yeah, he's done. Just like that. Alrighty. Root Nexus time. Let's make it happen. Boom. I don't think I can bleed it, right? Nah, doesn't look like it. But I can kind of play around in the spot on the caltrops and let, oh shit. Let the enemies kind of like walk into it. And that will do me some good work. Or, you know, just use the Enigma, because the Enigma is really strong. Just do that. Yeah, I don't like this event. It just, the thing is like super tanky, dude. Especially on like Apocalypse. The thing is like, it takes some work to bring down, like an annoying amount of work. Not even like, oh, you know, it's kind of challenging and like you gotta work for it. It's like, it's just tedious at that point. Get up, get up, get up. Shield up, shield up. Enigma. Caltrops. They get really scary for a second there. Now, I saw the dude coming too, and I was a little sloppy in how I pulled it off. I mean, we did all right. We were able to recover in time. And that's some of the nice thing with the medic, man. You pull out that shield, it's just a quick cover, like, I'm good to go. But then, you know, each of the classes kind of has something like that. You know, you're running Challenger, you've got the whole diehard extra bar of HP if something like that happens. I mean, you got to be careful afterwards. But then you get stacks of Bulwark. You know, the Engineer, you could theoretically just have your turret down, taking dudes out for you before it becomes like a significant issue. And, you know, you get the damage reduction being close to them, you know. And so they all kind of like have something going for them. Most of them have something going for them to just like make sure you're not going to have that problem, right? But you're going to drop Kyle Chops way over there because that's where the enemies are at. And then we'll shoot these things down. Now, I personally really like the Hallowed Egg. I think it's a lot of fun. Not good for us per se. Not really anything what we're trying to build around right now. But I do really like it. I think it's fun. The Lament, of course. Nah, we're not doing it. Like, I would be lying if I said that there wasn't a part of me that wanted to try it, to do it, right? Because really, it's that first gambit, that first section with like the darts and stuff. I mean, and there is definitely like a rhythm to it. Like if you just practiced it, it probably wouldn't be an issue, you know? But it's another one of those like kind of binary kind of things, right? There is no like, oh, I kind of messed up a little bit and I can recover and be okay. It's I messed up and now my character's gone. So like, that's just not what I'm about right now. All right, we are going to go ahead and take on the Ravager. There is one dungeon I haven't done yet out here somewhere. There was a path I forgot to take. I just don't really feel like going to get it right now. I want to take on the Ravager now, and then maybe I'll go back and do that other dungeon. Overall, setup is feeling pretty good, right? And I'll give you a quick lowdown of it all set up once we finish loading. So, still a medic, level 8, almost level 9. Once we get to 10, that's when I'm going to look at putting on the Ritualist because we're doing a lot with status effects. We got the Energized Neck Coil, fantastic for it, more status effect damage, explodes it for 20% of its total damage. Then we got Timekeeper's Jewel, naturally fits very well with the Energized Neck Coil, makes all our status effects last longer. Phase Shaman Ring is not like critical for anything, but the little bit of health regen is kind of nice. It's nice. And what's kind of nice about it too, let me double check, doesn't show it here. Swear it would add in the health regen from it too. But I want to say it's affected by triage, so it's a little bit more than 0.35. And mostly it's nice outside of fights, kind of helps us to top off, and that relic use speed is really nice, so we can get out our relic faster when we need it. Black Spindle, applying a lot of status effects, gets us a lot of health regen, so like just a lot of in-between relic use regen, really nice. Dried Clay Ring gives us that 1 stack of Bulwark, so it ends up giving us like 5% more damage reduction, so we're at 34.8 right now. If we take it off, 29.9, so yeah, just about that much. Where's it at? The other thing is it does give us a little bit more damage based on the total damage reduction by the Bulwark. So right now it's a 7% damage reduction, which actually I guess I'm not 100% sure. I'm not sure if it looks at the Bulwark. Like Bulwark right now it says it's giving us 7% damage reduction. So it's giving us 3.5 damage, or is it looking at what it's actively like giving us? So like that, because it's only giving us about 5% damage reduction, is it only giving us 2.5% more damage? I'm not actually sure, but because I am using that Dried Clay Ring, I went ahead and picked up the Constrained Heart, so it gives us regen per second and 2 stacks of Bulwark. So now we're gonna have more stacks of Bulwark, which means for 5 seconds we're gonna be doing a bit more damage. Normally that's not gonna be a big deal, because like if we're not like actively hitting guys when that regen's going on, then it's not going to do anything for us. But because we have a bunch of status effects going on, we can get a little bit more damage on those status effects, even if it's just a small amount. It's a little bit of something. Gun-wise, still the Sparkfire Shotgun. It's got Scrap Shot in there and Twisting Wounds. Scrap Shot is just being fantastic for us right now. Eventually we'll get Twisting Wounds to level 10. Corel Axe, fantastic for status effect things because it's got the overload on the throw attack. Vampire Blade, since we have some bleeding effects. And then we have the Enigma, also fantastic. Lots of lightning effects, great for clearing extra adds, etc., etc. Let's go kick some butt. We are going to try and get the Merciless, because I think that is it's going to be good for us, because it is another way for us to do bleeding and other, you know, status effect type things, right? Let's go ahead and bam. Now we need to move away from the dough, because we don't want to you know, accidentally hit the dough. That'll ruin the attempt for the weapon. Now unfortunately, because we got hit, we have bleeding on us, which means our healing is now cut, which is really unfortunate. Let's queue up. Yeah, because we took that hit. All right, let's try and focus up a little bit better. He is taking a lot of damage. We missed an axe, which is really annoying. That got him that time. We're gonna go ahead and switch to the Enigma because we're gonna have these other rollers on us. Now, luckily that bleeding is gone, so our healing is back up to full speed. Let's hit him with one of these pylon driver things, right? One. Pop. Now, he's probably gonna go to the dough here in a second. I guess I have 2 shots on the what's it called? 2 shots on scrap shot, so I could go ahead and hit him with one. I'll put one on me right here for these ads, and then anytime they come running at us, it's just gonna drop them out really quick. Pick up some ammo too. Oh, I didn't get that one though. It's a little annoying. All right, here we go. He's gonna spin. While he's doing that, we drop that. I don't know why my dog is barking. And then we just kind of do some damage like that. Hopefully we'll get our caltrops recharged. He's gonna charge in. There we go. Get ready for that turnaround swipe, or not. All right, he's gonna drop some dudes. Yeah, I gotcha. Boom. Drop a caltrop on top of us again for the ads, as well as the Ravager whenever he decides to come charging in at us. But we should be ready for his howl, because he's just about at that point right now. Boom. Boom. Oh, yeah, see that little hop there? That's when he's getting ready to do it. So we just need to sprint away as fast as possible. Let's go ahead and just use our relic now, because we can. Drop a caltrop, so that while he just stands there, he just starts taking damage. Overall, pretty good. There was a little bit of a hairy spot there, kind of at the beginning, but I mean, really, overall, no problems, right? Oh. Huh. I didn't miss a dungeon. It really feels like I missed a dungeon somewhere. All right, maybe I'm just crazy. Well, I guess that's going to be that then. We're going to move on to the next world. I think we're feeling good. We're finally on to the last world. It's going to be Narud. With some luck, it will be Tal Rotha, so we can get that extra corrosive stuff going on, right? Well, thanks for joining me. Hope you guys kind of enjoyed it. You know, we're actually making progress once again, and we'll continue to play it safe, and we'll be, set to go. But until the next one, take care.